everyone. Okay, so we'll hang on for a few seconds and then we are live in Simplify Zindagi. Hi Sushant, we'll wait for just 2 minutes approx and then we'll enter into the Simplify Zindagi session that is going to be truly amazing one. And yes, I have picked a very beautiful question asked by one of my follower, or I can say one of my friend, whose name is Mahinder Singh. Okay, so we'll wait for some people. Anyways, one more thing is there that I invite all others to go ahead with me when we go into this session, that you guys can enter or ask me your questions in the comment box. And yes, I have pinned this comment here, that is to join Motivate Me on YouTube. Please take time to join Motivate Me on YouTube. And yes, do one more thing, you can invite more people to join Motivate Me in your friend circle on YouTube and on Instagram. Apart from that, before we go ahead in these 2 minutes, I would like to introduce few things about Motivate Me with you. That Motivate Me is a platform of online learning and offline learning. So our online learning is more radical than than our offline learning. That is something you can inquire further, and that will give better clarity when you are interested and you want to explore more. Our courses are very much versatile and they are highly promising as well. So they promise that outstanding growth, tremendous level of performance that you always imagine. Along with that, what I just want to share with you to make a humble beginning with us is that we have got some online programs, online seminars, or I should say webinars kind of thing. I would like to mention two of them. I think one of them is Utopia. Utopia is for youth, in which you can send your personal chaos or chaos of your personal life. Maybe it is something chaotic with your parents, you have got some career ambiguity or your love life problem, or anything that is mind boggling, that is stopping you, that is keeping you away from your next version that you are craving for. You can join Utopia, that keeps taking place once a month. And next thing is Vocabulary Star. Vocabulary Star has its core purpose, that is to make you very much versed in the use of vocabulary, make you very much comfortable and able to optimize the good words that you know, because people usually have this problem of not being able to use their beautiful vocabulary in their language. Along with that, now I think 2 minutes have been passed. I would be very crisp in the session and would be serving the value, going very direct to the point. And before I go ahead, one more thing, that I invite you to visit our website. Please log on to our website www.motivateme.org, and yes, go to YouTube channel and find that amazing content. And yes, self talk playlist I suggest most fascinating and quite deep in the awareness, and another one is Life Simplified. These are my favorite ones. Now I would like to go ahead and I would like to share with you the question. महेंद्र का क्वेश्चन है, tell me some ways to recover from the broken focus. तो मुझे लगा ये क्वेश्चन लेना चाहिए. The idea is कि generally people, I mean, if you guys also, as you are here, I would like to seek your opinion also, because I really don't want to make this one way communication. आप में से कितने सारे लोगों को, आई मीन हालांकि यहाँ दो ही हैं, ज़्यादा नहीं है, आपको क्या लगता है कि अभी हमारी लाइफ में हमारा फोकस बार बार जाता रहता है, बार बार हम अपने फोकस को लूज़ कर देते हैं, बिकॉज वी spend our entire life trying to have that rigorous level of focus, that steadfast focus, unshakable focus. Please answer me in the comment box if you experience this. Anyways, I don't think that there are many people. Anyways, I'll have to go ahead, so I cannot delay much, because I want this video to be watchable for the people who come later, because this live is not pre-informed very much to the people. So I would like to go with the solution that I have been able to come up with. This is Simplify Zindagi, and in the Simplify Zindagi, I invite all of you to ask me your question in the comment box if you wish. Sometimes I would love to go live on YouTube, and sometimes I would love to go live on Instagram. So I invite you to join me on both the platforms. सो फोकस की अगर बात करते हैं देन द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन कम्स कि फोकस जाता कैसे है बिफोर वी अंडरस्टैंड कि फोकस को कैसे रिकवर करें कैसे बिल्ड करें बिकॉज अगर फोकस फिर से बिल्ड हो भी जाएगा व्हाट डू वी रिक्वायर नेक्स्ट कि वो फिर से चला जाएगा फिर से विल कम डाउन टू द सेम लेवल so every time you come down to the same level you are going to always struggle with the same so फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आई इन्वाइट यू टू अंडरस्टैंड कि फोकस क्यों जाता है क्या कारण है हमारे फोकस जाने के बिकॉज आई नो एंड यू ऑल्सो नो दिस डीप इन योर हार्ट दैट दिस इज़ नॉट समथिंग यू हैव नेवर एक्सपीरियंस्ड बिफोर हम में से सभी लोगों ने एक पीक लेवल ऑफ फोकस एक्सपीरियंस किया है हम सब उस अल्फा स्टेट में गए हैं लाइफ में एक नहीं बल्कि कई बार बट विद द पैसेज ऑफ टाइम ऐसा हो जाता है कि हम उस अल्फा स्टेट को लूज़ करने लगते हैं और उसमें नहीं जा पाते हैं चले भी जाते हैं बट इट स्टिल रिमेन्स चैलेंजिंग थिंग फॉर ऑल ऑफ अस सो उस अल्फा स्टेट में बने रहने के लिए कौन सी वो चीज़ें हैं या फिर हम उस अल्फा स्टेट से बीटा स्टेट में कैसे आए कैसे हम गिरे उसके बारे में बात करना चाहता हूँ यस बिफोर आई गो हेड आई वुड लाइक टू ऑल्सो शेयर विद यू व्हाट इज अल्फा एंड बीटा स्टेट अल्फा स्टेट इज द स्टेट ऑफ माइंड इन विच यू आर extremely focused you are performing at your peak level you are not distractible at all you know what you speak you know what you do and you are totally immersed in what you are craving for what you are pursuing at that particular moment this is something everybody wants this is something you actually want to experience in your day in your life and you know once you achieve that state then only you are going to do that remarkable work from that deeper place that is your heart so how the focus gets broken so there are three things I have been able to figure out first thing is try to do everything this is something we foolishly do many times that we people are living our life in fascination and this is very natural actually there are so many things around us we tend to get fascinated and once we get fascinated what happens we tend to have that thing we tend to accomplish that thing we tend to embrace that idea and move towards that thing so what we do we are actually switching our focus from what we are expected to do what we promised ourselves to do to what we are fascinated by so the first mistake that we do in our behavior in our work in our task is that we try to do everything so guys please understand that if you chase two rabbits you will catch neither so decide what you want to do please don't let yourself be fascinated be influenced and be distracted you cannot be everything you cannot do everything at a particular time so doing something out of fascination out of influence is something that is the first cause of breaking your focus taking you away from your focus next thing I would like to share with you is pleasing others we all have that craving to be appreciated we have that craving to be liked by people we all want to be a good human being and in this process of trials in this process of going to be a good human being proving our goodness to people what we do we overcome it we start calling more people to just please them maybe we are having no intention of calling no purpose of calling but what we do because we want to mention our presence we want to mark our presence we want to be noticed we want them to realize that we are calling you and we want to be noticed and liked by them so what we do in this thing we are doing always more than what is needed so guys what we are doing wrong here that is something that we are again letting our focus switch from what is important to what is what is in excess so doing something that is in excess that is not needed is something that I think I should recommend to be wrong so always go for the need always go for the balanced relationship I should share and stop pleasing people. Here in the end I would share a beautiful quotation that actually went very deep in my heart, and when it went there I had quit it. I don't know the key to success, but the key to failure is trying to please everyone. So please don't allow yourself to experience failure by pleasing others. Okay, you are the president of your life. In the end, nobody is there to take the responsibility of your failure, but you will always be there to mourn, to brood, and to regret if you fail. So I mean, of course, failure and success is another angle that we want to discuss in some aspect, but in this session, in this Simplify Zindagi live, I am doing this in a very generalized way. So I don't know the key to success, but the key to failure is trying to please everyone. Third thing I would like to share, how the focus got broken or gets broken, is trying to be everything to people. It is of course similar to the first one, trying to do everything, trying to be everything. That by this, what I just want to mean to say here, that we care a lot, we care people a lot. Sometimes we go extra mile, sometimes so we cross our limitations. And in this way I would like to share an example with you. It happens usually with youth, I must share, and that is quite fascinating and funny as well. When let's say a boy is there, okay, and he has got a girlfriend. So girlfriend can trap him into any task that she wants. Boys usually do not have the tendency to deny. They want to do even the things that are expected to be done by a girl's father. They want to do everything that the girl is expected to do. So what they are doing at this point of time, they are allowing their girlfriend or the people in their surrounding. I'm not saying this happens only with girlfriend, this happens with people around us as well. So what we are doing, that we are not limiting our role of relationship. What we are doing, we are trying to be a good neighbor, we are trying to be a good friend, we are trying to be a mother, father, sister, brother, and I should say role model and everything. So guys, limit your relationships, because what matters in the end, or what matters most in the end, is how well you are related or connected to yourself. So here I would like to go to the second idea in this live session about this Simplify Zindagi, and this question of rebuilding or reconstructing your focus. That is iceberg analogy. Before I begin here, so we understood till now how our focus gets broken, and the second thing we have here is the iceberg analogy that I want to share. Because I know that we people want to build an unshakable focus, and we never want to get distracted. But we have not worked at root level. We want to build it very early in very haphazard way. So here I want to share an example of iceberg. Okay, iceberg is are those mountains, or those ice mountains that we see on in the ocean, floating on the water. That I would like to exemplify you, if you are still not able to create the picture in your mind. That is, you must have seen Titanic movie. In the Titanic movie, the Titanic ship was shattered into pieces after it collided with that iceberg. So that mountain, that I mean ice mountain, was called iceberg. So iceberg has a phenomena. That phenomena is that it is 10% above the layer of, or on the water, and 90% below the water. So what we are trying to do is that we are trying to build our focus 90% above the layer, but 10% at the foundation level. That is not going to help, and that is the only reason we always get our focus shattered, we always get our focus limited. So guys, what I would like to share with you, that we have to go with the iceberg concept. In this iceberg concept, we have to work on the foundation part, foundation of our understanding, foundation of our focus. If our foundation of our focus is that much strong, like that iceberg had, it means we have that 90% part of our focus within, and stronger, and 90% is stronger than that 10% that is above the layer of that water, or that is in outside world. Because If you want that unshakable focus, only thing you want to do is to strengthen yourself within. So iceberg concept we are going to follow here, and now the next thing that I want to share with you are to build that tremendous unshakable extraordinary foundation of your within environment of your inside, to have this steadfast focus, to have that marvelous, or I should say um, commendable focus. I must share with you to have that focus. Now these two things I'm just going to share with you, these are the actionable. So till now we understood how the focus gets broken, and what is our flaw in just reconstructing our focus, because every time we have been working on while trying to reconstruct our focus, we have been working on trying to reconstruct only the 10% part of the focus. We are not ever focused at the foundation level, because we rush into the activities, we try to do more, we try to do everything, and ultimately we end up in the end of the day dissatisfied. We go to bed still hungry, and with no sense of achievement, no sense of progress, no sense of moving further. So two things I'm going to share with you. The first thing is distraction free environment plus solitude. So guys, why I am mentioning it here, maybe our focus gets broken, but still while trying to build that focus, we actually don't realize that minuscule part of our behavior, that is to remain engaged in our phone, in our device. Guys, let me share with you that the entire world, or the majority of people in this world, is making only this mistake, that they are not setting yourself free from their devices. These devices have become their routine, their food of mind, food of body, and this is something they are finding really themselves unable to set free from. So if they are not around their mobile, they feel like they are not around, they are some part of their body. So what I just want to share, distraction free environment means the first thing is to set yourself free from this attachment of mobile. Please understand that we were not born with this mobile, we were born with this originality, with this internal word, and just because of this attachment of the mobile, what we are doing, we are pursuing this attachment at the cost of our inner life. So are we ready? Are we really happy? Are we really okay to compromise or to sacrifice our inner life for just this attachment of mobile, attachment of device? What is it serving to us? So guys, what I just want to share with you is to have distraction free environment is to set yourself free from the attachment of device. And for that, the actionable is that till at least 12 o'clock in the morning, don't go to your device, don't worry where your device is, whether it is switched off, wherever it is, whatever it is. Please don't think you're going to check any notification, any social media post, any WhatsApp ping, any message, nothing. And yes, after 12 o'clock also, only necessary things, no scrolling down and up unnecessarily. Please don't allow this device to corrupt your thinking ability, don't allow this device to steal your productivity away, because once you decide to set yourself free from this attachment, you begin a journey to that wow factor, to that heroic level that you really want to leave, really want to reach. So to have this distraction free environment and plus solitude. Distraction free means distraction from mobile, and solitude means going in alone, sitting in alone. Here I would like to share a beautiful thing that I came across by Swami Vivekananda. He said, if you are not spending at least 15 minutes a day with yourself, you are missing the meeting with the best person in this world. So guys, this thing that I just want to share with you is, please spend time in solitude, device free environment, people free environment, because in the end of the day, what we want to feel is pacified. What we want to have is that sound sleep. What we want to have is that happiness that we struggled for, we craved for in our entire day. So to accomplish that happiness, to have that uh, level of satisfaction, to feel pacified, what we got to do is to have that beautiful, or I should say the meeting with that beautiful person you are. So distraction free plus solitude. And here what we do when we do this, when we free ourselves from the distraction or that attachment of phone, when we sit in the solitude listening to our inner sound of silence, I can say, and just sitting with ourselves, you start, maybe I'm not saying that it's going to be immediately, but you will experience, definitely experience that moments, that wow moments, that moments of I can say a spiritual awakening, that moments of triggering or re-triggering that childlike wonder, that energy that you aspire to have in your focus, that enthusiasm level, that creativity ignition. These things will actually start getting triggered in you, not immediately but definitely. Okay, so once you do that, this thing when it starts taking place, once you feel that trigger of that, what you going to do is the second step of what I am going to share with you. So the second step of this is reconnecting with why, redefining yourself, and reflect and introspect about what you were going to do, what you are doing, where you are taking your life to, what you actually want to do, what meaning you want to have in your life, what purpose you want to devote your life to. So take blank papers, take pen, and just write. Write whatever is there in your heart. Write your deepest thoughts. Write your inner voice. And when you write, what do? You slow down. You slow down your thought process. You start watching your thoughts. You start watching your thoughts, you slow down your thought process, and then only what you begin, you begin to you begin to meditate. You begin to meditate on that single idea. You begin to unclutter, declutter your mind. You begin to decloud your mind and unclutter your thoughts. Yes, I should say that. So you begin to decloud your mind, you begin to declutter your thoughts, and then I am just going to share, and that is really, really beautiful actually, and really touched my heart. That is, I usually share this with my students as well. That's what to do to have this kind of focus, and this is something that I have not planned to say in this, because I have built the answer in a fashion to share with Mahendra actually. So this is something that is very beautiful that I think I just want to share. Yes, uh, do nothing, do nothing to have that outstanding focus. Do nothing means we have actually haphazardly been trying to immediately build that focus. So please don't try haphazardly, don't try to do this very immediately, because if you do it immediately it will not last long, and you know it. You know it deep in your heart that it's not something you are doing first time. It is something that you have been trying to do, and every time we build this focus in haphazard way, and then it shatters again. So to build it a strong way, what we should do, we should do it in slow way, we should do it in clear way, we should do it in better understanding. Yes, of course, that iceberg analogy will work here. So we got to build that 90% foundation that is below the surface of water. That 90% foundation will actually help you build that focus. Of course, that 10% focus is not something, I mean, we are actually considering the 10% focus that looks, or that people are able to see, that we are able to see. But please understand guys, that 10% focus gets or can easily get broken if a ship collides with it. But if your focus has that 90% foundation, or that strong foundation that covers the 90% part of focus, you can shatter, or you can even break a ship into pieces. You are such a strong focus, or a strong iceberg of focus. So in the the session would be going to end. That is something I just said. Write your thoughts, take that piece of paper and pen, sit in alone, and it is a process of, I can't say immediately, it is a process of, can be 1 week, it's a process of maybe 15 days or maybe 1 month, but effortless, no extra efforts, very genuine. I mean, something coming, emanating from your within, that aura, that power, that enthusiasm, that natural enthusiasm, I should say, that energy level that actually lasts long, that is long lasting, or I can say never ending, that is perpetual. So to have that perpetual focus, never distracting focus, all I just wanted to say these 4 points, and I think they really helped you. So in the end, I again invite you to visit to my YouTube channel on YouTube. Motivate Me channel on YouTube, and also the website, that is www.motivatemE.org. Please join me on Instagram if you like this, and yes, if you think you got helped, please yes, I would like to summarize as well. Okay, and before summarizing, yes, I was inviting you to do that. So if we want to summarize the thing, I would like to repeat the question once more. Repeat the question, that is how to rebuild the broken focus. So I have picked this question because I think in today's world, people are, or I must say, everybody is struggling with the focus only. Okay, people are trying harder and harder every day, just trying to recollect themselves, or just trying to rebuild themselves, but in the end they are helpless, they still feel that emptiness. So I have chosen this question here, and in this question I have covered 4 points. The first point is why and how the focus gets broken. In this I shared 3 points. First thing is, try to do everything. We actually try to do everything. We are living our life in fascination, in influence, and when we get fascinated and influenced, we walk towards that idea. We want to embrace that, we want to do that, and in this what we are doing, we are switching our focus from what is important to what we are influenced by. Second thing is pleasing others. We want to be good. That craving to be good, that craving to be liked actually inspires us to do more to people. Here I share a very beautiful quotation, that is, I don't know the key to success, but the key to failure is trying to please everyone. The third thing is to be everything. Trying to be everything means here that we are overcommitting in those relationships. As I give the example of girlfriend and boyfriend. So boys usually have the tendency to do everything to their girlfriend. If girls can easily beckon them into anything they want, they can easily inspire them to do what they are not expected to do. So boys, let's say a girl wants some assignment to be done, she can easily offer to the boy, and the boy will happily do that. Why? Because he is trying to be everything. So guys, please limit the roles of your relationships, because if you try to be everything to everyone, it means you are sacrificing that relationship, your own relationship with yourself. Second thing I shared before, this is how we understood how the focus gets broken. Second thing, how we are going to rebuild it. So before rebuilding, I shared the analogy of iceberg here. Iceberg analogy says that I gave example of the Titanic. In the Titanic, that ice mountain, after colliding with that mountain, the ship shattered into pieces. So that mountain, although that iceberg, although looked smaller at the surface of or above the water, but below the water it was 90%. This is the virtue of iceberg, that it covers, or it has its 90% part below the water. So what we have been doing as a mistake is that every time we are trying to build our focus, we are only trying to build our focus above the surface, not below the surface. So if you really want to have that unshakable, steadfast and tremendous level of focus, what you got to do is to work on your 90% part. That is the foundation part, that is the within part, that is your inside part. Now I would like to share with those 2 points that I shared: distraction free plus solitude. I mean, end the attachment with the mobile. Okay, I would not explain everything. I mean, in the same way that I did earlier. Plus solitude. Spend time in solitude, in device-free, in people-free environment. I would repeat the quotation said by Swami Vivekananda: if you are not spending 15 minutes a day at least with yourself in a day, you are missing the meeting with the best person in this world. So please understand, you are the best person, and once you realize that, you don't need anybody actually. So next thing here is reconnecting with why, redefining your why, redefining yourself and reflecting on your why, and then introspecting, I mean, inside yourself, where you are going, what you are actually doing, and what is your life all about, what meaning you want to pursue in your life. When you do these things, please guide, understand, this is not motivation at all, this is not motivation at all, this is something very natural process of, I can say, healing, or natural process of growing, or I mean, then your focus is not something that will grow like Ravan grew. रावण क्या हुआ था, पैदा हुआ था और पैदा होते ही वो एक साथ बड़ा हो गया था, बट रावण वॉज डिस्ट्रक्टिव, ही वॉज नॉट कंस्ट्रक्टिव मैन. और जो धीरे धीरे चीज़ बड़ी होती है वो कंस्ट्रक्टिव होती है. तो जैसे एक बच्चा ग्रो होता है तो वो कंस्ट्रक्टिव अप्रोच होती है. तो हमें बहुत जल्दी से फोकस बिल्ड नहीं करना है, जल्दी बिल्ड होगा तो जल्दी एंड भी हो जाएगा. धीरे धीरे बिल्ड करना है, एक महीने में बिल्ड करो. टेक एंटायर 1 मंथ, एंड इन दिस 1 मंथ इसको नेचुरली ग्रो करने दो. अंदर से आना चाहिए. जब अंदर से वो एमिनेट होगा, जब अंदर से वो स्प्रेड होगा, जब वो नेचुरल एंथुजियाज्म, नेचुरल लेवल ऑफ एनर्जी, एंड तब वो जो फोकस होगा ना, वो विविड होगा, उसे आप देख पाओगे. वो टास्क ओरिएंटेड नहीं होगा, वो विजन ओरिएंटेड होगा. चलो खैर, है ना, अभी सेशन एंड करूँगा. 2 लोग हैं अभी लाइव, तो आप अगर कुछ मुझे बता सकें लिख के तो अच्छा रहेगा. एंड इफ़ यू गाइज हैव एनीथिंग टू टॉक, यू कैन सेंड मी द रिक्वेस्ट. आई विल वेट फॉर 60 seconds ओनली. यू कैन सेंड मी द रिक्वेस्ट टू जॉइन लाइव, एंड देन आई वुड लाइक टू आंसर योर क्वेश्चन, or if you want to ask something. 60 seconds only, I will wait here. In these 60 seconds, yes, I would like to invite you again to join Youthopia. When it takes place, you can check on our website or on our Facebook page. And vocabulary start, these are 2 events and very prominent. They have received very good feedback, and they have really been able to help people to build that good vocabulary, or to be able to optimize their beautiful power of words, or those word bank that they actually had. Along with that, Utopia has really been able to set people free from their chaos of life and press the refresh button of their life. So this is it. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so glad that I could be of use, I could be of any help. You came live, you joined me. I just would like to thank you so much from the core of my heart. And yes, if you want to just stay with me and want to attend the live sessions regularly, or you want me to answer any of your question, please write in the comment box. If I think I'm capable of answering this question, I will definitely pick up, or if that answer is able to help people. And if you want to have any counseling session kind of thing, you can book a counseling session with that, not a problem at all. Along with that, do take time to visit our website and join us on YouTube, because I would like to go sometimes live on YouTube also in this Simplify Zindagi. And yes, share this if it really helped. Thank you so much.